What is going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with James Grande. Welcome into the Fantasy Alarm MLB DFS Playbook Preview Show. It's Wednesday. We have a split slate here. We have 5 games on the early slate, 6 games on the main. We're going to do a show previewing the early slate for you guys here today. We'll have the live stream and the podcast and the playbook for the main slate later on this evening. So make sure you tune in to the 5 p.m. live show for that. But get you guys ready for some day baseball. 5 games. We have one pitcher at 10-5 and then nobody else in the 10 or 9K range. Brandon Woodruff is set to be 60-70% rostered on this slate. Pittsburgh has not been good in this series. Pittsburgh is now likely going to be without O'Neal Cruz after his outfield collision with Jack Sawinski earlier on the Tuesday slate. Freddie Peralta dealt. Brandon Woodruff's been dealing. Kind of feels like the stars are relying on a small slate to make him far and away the best pitcher and highest rostered on the board, which leaves us to the question of where do we go next? Because the pitching after that kind of falls off dramatically. I feel like Seth Lugo is going to be the one many gravitate towards here. What are your thoughts once we get past Woodruff?
Yeah, Merrill Kelly, tough start last time out against Philly, but that happens. He's okay. Arizona's obviously been pretty good.
A little revenge game, I guess. They traded him away.
Little revenge game. Lugo has struggled pretty mightily. Can definitely go there because Washington's offense has been pretty bad. What version of Zach Gallen shows up? Now 2 straight good starts in a row, 3 okay starts in a row, and then there was 2 bad ones, and then 2 great ones. So the inconsistencies continue with Zach Gallen, but Texas has been a pretty bad offense. So can we go there? I don't hate the idea, just considering what Texas offense has been all year and what the pitching looks like. Mitch Keller has kind of fallen off since not being traded. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But
yeah, I mean, the Brewers also hung 4 on Skeens and have 12 as we speak. So
yeah. Also, that team is not a team that you can mess with right now. That is the best team in baseball, and they are dominating everybody.
Maybe catch them on an afternoon game and throws off their, like that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I'll let those others chase it. I will not be. I will not. Shane Smith is coming off a really good start. Do you want to tempt fate here? The pitch count hasn't been great. I know he since returned from the IL, so
Detroit's offense has kind of been meh.
They have been mad. They do have people back though. Like they have Carpenter's been good since returning. You can do it. I just 78 pitches, so I guess maybe he's built up a little bit into the 80s. On the flip side, Kiner Montero, in theory, has a good matchup, but he doesn't because we've talked about the White Sox enough this week to know that. Never mind. McGreevy, Michael McGreevy. $6,000. That's your chalk pairing is going to be Woodruff, McGreevy.
Just taking the matchup against Colorado here.
Yeah. Righty on the road. That's your for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Colorado at 3-0 on St. Louis tonight. But yeah, probably you're right. We talk about this all the time, just gravitating towards the Colorado matchups. The thing with Kiner is that he's listed as a starter. It wouldn't shock me if tomorrow we see PLR next to him and there's an opener.
Sure.
Something that we kind of run into here fairly often with him. And then we're not going to do Gomber against St. Louis, even though St. Louis numbers versus lefties. They just Wilson Contreras left tonight's game with an injury.
He did.
We know Wilson is one of their better hitters versus lefties.
He is.
But you see the home and away. I mean, the guy's still got a 6 ERA on the road for Austin Gomber. So it's not like there's some dramatic, hey, away from Coors, he's kind of good. It's not really the case.
It throws 89 miles an hour. I mean, he's
Jake Irvin, the guy that we frequently go against.
Actively go against
here. So yeah, you can be right. McGreevy could be the play. I think Lugo gets some ownership just because of the Washington matchup, and everybody plays Brandon Woodruff. So
Yep.
Small slate. It's gonna get weird. Catcher. Again, William Contreras at 52. Hunter Goodman homer tonight. Good man. 47.
He is good, man.
Salvi and the numbers for Irvin have always been the lefties, but as you've pointed out frequently, the numbers for the righties are catching up. So this could be another chalk KC game. If you want to go there, Del Castillo's 35. Kyle Teal, you highlighted, was it a 200 ISO versus righties?
Expected ISO. Yeah, he has 2 hits against Jack Flaherty on in counting.
Where is
as
Teal?
well?
Where's Teal? There he is, 36. Even more expensive than Del Castillo. So small slate. I guess we'll see where the catcher who plays on an afternoon game as well. Pajes didn't play on the Tuesday slate, so we probably get a Pajes sighting here.
Absolutely. Yep.
$2,500 punt catcher versus Gomber feels probably pretty chalky. So.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
First base.
First base, we go Pasquantino. 5 RBIs. That's the automatic plug for me. You could obviously play Torque in tournaments. If Wilson Contreras is playing, you can play him too. But I think Pasquantino right off the bat. Andrew Vaughn, another homer.
Yeah, Jeff Passan actually had a tweet. Let me read it here quickly. Basically saying that like since the trade to Milwaukee, since debuting on July 7th for the Brewers, he has the 6th highest batting average in baseball at 347, the 6th best OPS at 1055, and the 2nd most RBIs in baseball, 32. 6th best batting, 347, almost an 1100 OPS and 32 RBIs since July 7th.
Doesn't even feel real.
For Andrew Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen, he hit a ball today, 441 feet. If you watch Gamecast like James and I do religiously, they have sort of the beta screen. The left fielder did not move. That's how you knew it was a nuke. Guy just was saying, what are you going to do? Speaking of nukes, Alex Bregman keeps on torturing his own team.
Yep. Did you see? I'm sure he did, but they gave him a standing O after his first at bat, or when he was coming up to the plate. He homered, and then he got booed the rest of the game.
Well,
soon as he hits the home run, they were like, "We're welcome back, Alex." Oh wait, no, F you. You just homered against us. Never mind.
And they're gonna keep booing him after that.
Yep.
All right. So obviously Andrew Vaughn's been pretty legit. Your boy Lennon Sosa's here at 34, right? I mean, you got that going for you.
Yep.
Against Kiter / whomever the opener is. I mean, how against Lugo would you be? Would you play a Bell or a Low?
Yes. Okay. Both.
Miguel Vargas is back.
Rowdy, if he's in the lineup, I assume he will be.
Or where's Rowdy?
Yeah, he's 26. 26.
Okay. Locklear's 29 versus Kelly.
Yeah, he's a couple hits tonight.
Okay. Second, Marte, Gleiber, Terang led off or didn't lead off today. That was
Frelick.
Frelick led off at a homer, but Terang also homered off Skeens. So, Bryce Terang versus Keller, $4,500. Semien versus Gallen, 38.
No, did Terang homer off Skeens?
Wasn't it Skeens?
Yelich. I think Yelich homered off Skeens.
I'll tell you in a second. No, he homered off Skeens. But Yelich homered off Ramirez.
He did. Okay, it was flipped. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
you were right.
Terang back-to-back games at a homer. By the way, we talked about like all the stolen bases he had last year, and now the power's here. Like
now the power, yeah.
Launch ankle, man, hell of a drug. Again, I guess we're just team Washington potentially against Lugo if you want to go against the grain. Luis Garcia, someone we've mentioned quite a few times this year. Lennon Sosa, Jonathan India homered. Go figure.
Again. Yeah,
go figure. Anything else for you?
DeYoung gets a righty. No, I don't see anything.
Okay. Third base, Michael Garcia is 51 on this slate. It feels steep.
Michael Garcia is 51. That is a very expensive price tag.
I feel like I'm more likely to play Josh Smith at 38.
I would agree.
Given the
I'd play McKinstry at 42 probably as well.
Okay.
Cole Keith is going to lead off at 36.
Yeah.
Blaze Alexander homered again.
Yeah.
Today. Blaze Alexander homers a lot.
Sure.
Randomly.
Anything else out there? Small slate, not much here.
No.
Yeah. Shortstop, Bobby Witt is 59. CJ Abrams is 56. Perdomo's 49. Seager's 47. All roads lead to Colson Montgomery at $4,300, though, probably.
Yeah. I mean, Witt, you can obviously play any of those. I think every single one of them look great. If they're going to hit Montgomery.
Looking at the Kiter splits here, see if there's anything to dive into. Lefties. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Lefties. 2.2 homers per 9, 558 slug, 405 WOBA, 302 batting average.
That'll do it. They hit him third on the Tuesday slate.
All roads leading back to Colson Montgomery here. Just a quick check. Righties, not as good, but not really awful either. 385 slugging.
Okay.
So, again, not great. Last year was a 500 slug. He was hammered by righties, but this year the lefties are doing all the damage. Mason Wind, you can play. Tovar, you can always play at their prices. I mean, at this point, you just give Joey Ortiz at bats, right?
Yeah, he's been good, dude. He's a plus defender who's coming around offensively too for them.
And you just want exposure to this Brewers lineup. I mean,
yes, I know. Just putting everything in play. They just magic happens
and then you get into again this Pittsburgh bullpen that has had to throw just innings, right? These last couple of games. So many. So, yeah, you can just throw Ortiz in that conversation.
Yep.
Outfield, Corbin Carroll's $6,000. Yelich versus Keller's 53. Kerry God's 5K.
Wow, that was fast.
It was.
He came back from the IL. He was sub 4K.
Well,
he
short
deserved
slate pricing here, yeah.
Yeah, and deservedly so. I'm not saying he shouldn't be, but that happened fast.
Outfield kind of feels a little weak, to be honest with you, when you're not looking at Judge and Ohtani and the Cubs and all that, you know?
Yeah. Lourdes, Langford, Collins at 41.
Yeah, Collins for sure.
Dude, Frelick, if he leads off, he's hitting almost 300 on the year.
Mm-hmm. Perkins, 36, so it's a wrong split for him. Moniak, Yaz versus Irvin, 34.
Yeah, if they lead him off too. Biceps,
yeah,
35.
Highlighted the lefty splits there.
Yeah, they have a bunch to throw at him.
Baldwin's a switch hitter.
Yep, Baldwin. You mentioned Baldwin. I forgot.
That's
Jordan Walker will probably be in the lineup, 29.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Jock had a. Did you see? He had a hit, stolen base, and then a run scored today.
Good for him. 2K. He was chalky. You know, they got Robert Hassel back up. Right?
They do.
Something. All right. Let's do this Woodruff. You think Woodruff McGreevy? Okay, we'll run that.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay. All right. So Colson Montgomery is at short. Maybe just figure out Brewers, play Pajes and then just go Brewers the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm good with it.
Feels like what's London? London's a righty.
Right, he's a righty.
We talked Vaughn. Would you play any other first baseman other than Vaughn here? Would you prefer a Pascantino? Obviously that's the other matchup we like.
probably would lean Pasquantino, and I think we'll have the
Just
money
for
to
the
get there.
splits perspective, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been yeah.
Third base. Third base kind of sucked. Could play Baldwin there.
Yeah, play Baldwin. Third stunk because we can't play Montgomery there anymore either. So
yeah, $4,800 again. It can kind of play what we want. What's our other Kansas City bat?
Witt.
Yaz for the lefty, right?
Yeah, Yaz. Oh yeah. It's unfortunate we can't play Witt and
Colson, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do this, and then of course we'll finish the lineup in the Discord. So Woodruff, McGreevy, Pajes, Pasquantino, Baldwin, Montgomery, Yaz. Second and 2 outfielders will be completed. Check the Discord for that full lineup. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, we'll have the live show at 5 for the PM slate. See you there.